예, 두 번째 세션은 저기 이태리 OTT TV에 대해서 소개를 해드릴 건데요. 스마트 TV는 사실은 서비스 중에 제일 큰 거 중에 하나가 OTT입니다. OTT를 이용해가지고 다양한 미디어 서비스를 하는 건데요. 아마 이거 이태리나 유럽 쪽에 OTT 서비스들이 이태리가 조금 많이 저기 빨리 진행된 게 있습니다. 그래가지고 이태리에서 오신 저기 어 미스터 안젤로 페타지 분을 소개 드릴 건데요. 이분은 저기 뭡니까 미디어 어 쪽에 지금 뭐 저기 뭡니까 지상파 DMB 쪽부터 시작해서 콘텐츠 쪽 그런 쪽으로 한 30년 가까이를 많이 하신 이쪽 분에 완전히 전문가이신 것 같습니다. 예, 예. 제가 소개했습니다. I am happy to introduce Mr. Angelo Pitazza. Thank you.
This one, okay. Okay, perfect. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you, everyone. I really appreciate your invite to be here today and I would like to thank the organizer to invited me here in this compelling and very interesting conference. What I would like to show you, to give you today is an overview of what is happening in Italy in terms of over-the-top services and giving you some suggestions about what broadcasters are thinking, which are the major, with an overview, a brief overview of what are the major over-the-top services running right now in, or that has been planned to be exploited in Europe. And then going forward, I would like to show you and to tell you which kind of platform the Italian broadcasters have built, and with an overview of the already running services, over-the-top services in Italy, and closing with Mediaset Premium, that is the over-the-top services from my company, that is Mediaset, and something related with the next proposition we have in mind to exploit over-the-top services in Italy. Mediaset is the largest commercial broadcaster in Italy, and the market in Italy is shared between three major players that are RAI, the public service broadcaster, and Mediaset, the commercial one, and Sky Italia, that is the direct-to-H of service to the viewers. So, first one, what we have learned from what is happening in Europe. We studied the market for a long time, and we have find this kind of key points that are our thing that is what we think could be the thing that broadcasters or someone who would like to offer over-the-top services has to follow. First of all, we think that broadcaster has a very big point in their own favor, that is the reach, the very big reach they have with their services, their linear services. We manage to reach every day millions of people, and so this could be a way to make access to over-the-top services through the linear channels. Brands is very important, is something that people and the viewers are are recognizing, and so is from what is happening in Europe, what is the over-the-top services that are available there are gathering their offer around one unique brand that is easily recognizable from the viewers. Think, for instance, at the BBC iPlayer. It is something that is one really recognized brand where you, as a UK viewer, can have access to the over-the-top and the catch-up TV and on-demand services. The delivery of services is a very important, is another important issue, an important thing to have in mind. The content distribution has to be on every device. If you manage to deliver your service to as much as possible devices, you manage to, of course, to gather the most number of people. A centralized management of the linear of the services is very important. From a publisher strategy has to be managed in a centralized way. You have to manage the distribution of the content with a unique strategy that has to be delivered and exploited on all of different devices you have your service available. Platforms. I think platforms is very important, again, because you need to rely on a platform. This morning we talked about the difference between the smart TV from each one manufacturers and the platform. I think that a platform is something that has to be in place in order to fulfill and to distribute your content on the wider way as much as possible. And another important stuff is to keep costs very, very low, and so is not possible, is not consistent in terms of sustainability of the business to build your own delivery platform right now, because the cost is very high, and to serve at the moment only a few thousand of viewers is not possible to think to spend millions of euros or millions of dollars in order to deliver this content. You have to keep in mind and to rely on new way to distribute your content, such, for instance, the cloud. The cloud could be one solution. And business models, again, business models could be twice. As usual, the advertising business model is one what could be used, making or integrating this advertising business model with layers of pay offering. In fact, if you manage to the broadcast, the free-to-air television in something that is gathering a lot of viewers around your channel, around your proposition, and this the idea of having this big basin of viewers, and then you can offer them a deeper proposition, going down, offering video online, and with integration of personalized thing till a pay offering. So, what is happening in Europe in terms of over-the-top services? Of course, Hulu is not an European offering, is something that is happening in US. But I would say that Hulu has been is a reference model for Europe for services like YouView, like Rumble, and like Germany's Gold, that are a kind of services that, like Hulu, are able to offer, are gathering together a few players in order to offer to viewers from a unique point could be the PC for Hulu, free proposition, or the TV set for the Hulu Plus proposition, offer different the content to the viewer. Following this model, YouView and others are made something similar. We call that a competitive initiative from TV operators. What does that mean? Cooperative competition, I would say, because together the broadcaster are making a common platform to deliver the service in competition between one to each other. This is the idea of competitive initiative. Just to give you a brief overview of the free mentioned service, YouView has been delayed for a long time, but finally is there. It is offering 100 linear channel and radio from Freeview on the on-demand basis, and the key point is the APG. From the APG of YouView, you are able to have access to the broadcast and to the to the broadcast, to the linear broadcast, but also you you can have access also to the already broadcast content through the APG SAM, what is called the backward APG. The other one is Rumble in Belgium, where VRT, the public service broadcaster, and SBS Belgium and VMMA has made this joint venture to offer from the same point in a competitive way contents to the viewer. The service is going to be launched probably by the end of the year, and again, this is very interesting for the fact that from a unique point you have access to the different content from the different players. Germany's Gold is something similar. They are gathering together public service broadcaster and but not only, also producer, distributors, and independent producer to offer the best of the 60 years of the German TV, again with the same proposition, from one unique interface, one unique proposition to have access to different the different contents offered from the different broadcaster and publishers. So, just to give you a sort of classification of the different platforms, hybrid platforms that are available. Of course, they are not all of. It's not complete. It's not exhaustive in terms of representation. But here they are gathered together in this table all the available platform in the most important platform in Italy, in the world, in Europe. Sorry. We decided to define 5 different categories. The first one is the most attractive for us, the most interesting for us. It is representative of what I've said before. the platform derived from Hulu, YouView, Germany's Golden Rumble. Then we called FreeSat and HD Plus in German as open platform, because the difference between the competitive ones is that to have access to the, for instance, from FreeSat, if you would like to have access to ITV content or to the BBC content, you have to launch directly the content from the player, from the iPlayer for the ITV service, from the BBC iPlayer for the BBC content. This is slight, but it is a difference. Technology open are a platform like TNT 2.0 in France. It is a technological platform based on HbbTV, and that has been implemented with DRM in order to protect contents. And the same thing has been done in Italy with the DigiTVI platform, where we manage, and I'm going to describe it a little bit later, we managed to build this platform that is an open platform based on MHP and with that implement also the content protection and all the stuff you need to deliver a compelling and fluid experience, like for instance the adaptive streaming solutions. And on the right side of the chart, you can find the smart TV from each of the major players in the market. And these are open, of course, because everyone can jump in, but at the same time, there are one different from the others. And so it is very difficult to have access to all of them, because you have to build an application differently for each of them. And then the traditional vertical market, that is the pay TV business, like Sky, that is present in UK, in Germany, in Italy, VMed, and UPC, and some stuff like that. So this is a sort of an overview of the platform that the broadcaster have put in place in Europe in order to deliver over-the-top services. I just summarized here what is TNT 2.0 in France, because it is one example that is bringing me to what is going on in Italy, and what we have done since 2003 in order to build the open Italian platform that is has been developed by DigiTVI, that is the Association of Digital Terrestrial Operators in Italy. And since 2004, DigiTVI developed and released the specification for the setting the baseline requirement for the device of the platform. We started choosing in 2003 MHP, that is now is GEM, as a DVB standard for the middleware. HD Forum Italia is another player in the Italian digital terrestrial television. Is an industry-wide association that is aimed at promoting HD and hybrid broadcasting in the hybrid broadcasting and broadband environment. So what is TV? TV is a joint venture that has been founded in 2008 by the three main Italian terrestrial broadcasters that are Rai, Mediaset, and Telecom Italia Media, to provide a complementary distribution of the digital terrestrial signal via satellite in order to fulfill and to you know, Italy is a geographic difficult, has some areas that is not easily managed to be reached by the digital terrestrial signal. So via satellite, you manage to fulfill and to integrate the distribution. TVSat has started to develop and to, based on the specification of DigiTVI for the open platform that has been developed since September 2004 with these steps in the years. Since the first delivery of the book for the standard definition devices until January this year, we made a big integration and of new functionality and new features inside the platform itself. And right now, the most advanced specification are presented on the HD book DTT 2.1 that is implementing the DRM APIs and based on Chang, also and PEG-Dash, and this BUS framework that is broadband application security framework that is something derived by MHP, the MHP framework for security. TiVo has piggybacking, I would say, on these baseline open platform requirements defined by DigiTVI and defined its own specification in order to develop a platform that can allow delivery of protected content and application securely to the viewers. This is what is this is the final work, and it is a profile that is called TiVo1 that is based on the open platform from DigiTVI, and together these devices, this platform is able to deliver over-the-top services in a protected and secure way. So now I would like to, going forward, I would like to show you an overview of the main over-the-top services that are already available from Italian operators. They are only, they are not, it is not exhaustive, of course. There are only the most important available, and the most important that I'm going to tell and to describe you. The first one is called La 7 on demand, is from Telecom Italia Media. It is available on PCs and on the open platform that is characterized by this, the gold label devices from DigiTVI. It is a service on the TV set. It is a service that is based on MHP. On PC, of course, is available with standard technology. Here is the interface. It is exactly the same interface that is available on the PC and on the TV set. On the TV set, this is the example of the TV. You can flip through the remote control to the different proposition. It is a catch-up TV service from 7 days. You can have on the left the different channel, the different content that are accessible, and on the top there are the days of the week you can choose from. Then you can enter, and the content is delivered through directly to the TV via over the top. The second one is is a service that integrate video on demand and catch-up TV. It is available on proprietary devices, but also on PCs, on Samsung and LG smart TVs, as a subscription video on demand for Telecom Italia subscribers to ADSL lines. Telecom Italia is the most important telco operator in Italy. It is also available on DigiTVI MHP-based gold label devices as a free on-demand catch-up TV service and a web TV service. Also on iOS and on Android is available on as a subscription video on-demand service open to everyone. Here is the interface. Is very simple. You can navigate through the remote control, and you can have access to the service like we have seen before through this interface. The interface is exactly the same on the proprietary device and on the MHP proposition. The last one is from RAI, the public service broadcaster, and there are a couple of them. One is a RAI Replay, that is a catch-up TV service available on PC, iPad, iPhone, and also on DigiTVI gold label devices as a free linear channels and catch-up TV service. The interface is something like that. You tune a channel, and after a while the interface is downloaded on the TV set, and as we have seen before, you can navigate through the channel on the left, and on top you have the day of the week, and so you can decide to which channel to watch and which day, and then you can choose the content, and then you can have access to the content directly on the TV. The next one is Mediaset Premium Play. It is a video on demand and catch-up TV service. It is dedicated to Mediaset Premium subscribers only, and it is available to a bunch of devices like PCs, Xbox, iPad, TVs, and since yesterday also on Samsung Smart TV, just yesterday because it's been approved by Samsung guys. It is a service where you have access to 1,500 hours of content on demand. They are organized in different genres, and you have thematic channels, and the access is easily done through this interface that is representing a sort of carousel where you can flip through content and choose what you like, and then play it and watch and enjoy the content. So the access could be is threefold, I would say. The first way to access to the service is exploiting the reach of the broadcaster. So each channel has the possibility to have a widget-like interface where you can choose the service, and then you can launch the service directly from the channel we are watching through the red button proposition, for instance. Another way is from the APG, and or the third one is from a dedicated premium channel. All of them bring the viewers to the interface that is something like that. You can have you can flip through it like that. You can press red, for instance, to have access to. You can have information about each content. with a short description of the content itself, and you can have access to the catalog pressing red, and you have the differentiation in genres, and then you can flip through the different genres, and then again you can flip through the different content, and then pressing OK, you have information again on this, for instance, and then pressing OK, you download the content and you can enjoy it directly. So, just to give you an idea or a glimpse of a glance of the interfaces, some numbers about what I can say to you about the usage of the Mediaset Premium Play service. One of the most important thing is that he is reducing the churn rate. People that subscribes to Mediaset Premium package and choose the Premium Play package has a 50% less churn than the other ones. I think is a key point, is an important point to keep to take into account, because this kind of service is seems very useful in terms of stuff like that. Another point I would like to underline is that the average daily fruition time for each user is quite interesting, because it's reaching 80 to 100 minutes and a day. Is quite interesting, I think. And you can have also you can see also the other points, the other information data that are available here in this chart. On May 2012, we also launched the Mediaset Premium Play on iPad, and since then, I would say in a couple of months, these data are by the end of July or mid-July. So I would say in 2 months, 230,000 applications were downloaded. On average, 9,000 daily user. That is, these are, of course, if you take into account the number of linear viewers, these are very, very small numbers. But it seems that they are very, just to start is interesting. This is why you have to keep in mind, if you would like, if you aim to deliver this kind of service, you have to take into account the costs of building this kind of service and the cost of delivering. So you have to pay for, as a broadcaster, for 9,000 daily viewers, not for every for more. So this is important to take into in your mind in terms of cost to delivery, and as I said before, the exploitation of cloud could help a lot in this way. Another thing interesting is that this kind of application is driving viewer to subscribe to premium services. So 20,000 premium subscribers tried the Play for the first time thanks to the iPad application. So this is something that could again is interesting to as a value added from this kind of services on personal devices. Well, but what could it be the next thing? As I mentioned at the beginning of the presentation, I mentioned these competitive portals, and what the Italian broadcaster through TV is trying to do is building up this unique point of access to the different content of the different broadcasters. So we call that TV On. It is a video on demand and catch-up TV, 7-day catch-up TV service. It is on trial right now, but we planned to launch this service next year, at the end of the second quarter probably. And this is the interface that is right now we're running on 200 family in Italy under trial, under test, where we are measuring and trying to gather data of consumption. You have this interface that could be accessible from one, for instance, from one terrestrial or satellite channel is not important. Entering in the service, we are now having access to the on-demand, the video on-demand service. The most interesting thing is that you have here, you can see a major broadcaster, the competitor are collaborating on the same portal. So on the same portal you have RAI contents, Mediaset contents, and Telecom Italia Media with La 7 channel contents, and you can have the different genres on the vertical path, and you can flip through them. You can decide to enter, for instance, in the Mediaset part of the portal, and then you can decide to choose and to see what this program is. It is the record shows, and you can go back, and then you can play it directly from on your TV, directly from the delivery platform or from the server of the broadcasters interested in that. The trick mode are of course available, and this service is based on MHP, but again has been could be also exploited in different platforms with different technologies. Going back, the other part is the catch-up TV service, the last 7 days, and again you can have the different broadcaster together, and then if you choose, for instance, RAI, you can have access to the different channels offered by RAI, and then again you can have access to choosing the day. You can have access to the proposition of the catch-up TV service from one day, and you can choose what you prefer, and then again you can see directly on the TV set. So I think that is all. I hope to manage to have give you an overview, and if there are any questions.
Yeah, thank you for your presentation, Mr. Petraggi. And I think this presentation is overall of the Europeans, the OTT service. And have you anybody question? 저 혹시 질문 있으신 분 질문. 마이크.
I want to know that HBB TV is the basic specification of European OTT service platforms.
Yes, HBB TV is gaining momentum in Europe because it's implemented in a lot of devices, and It is still something early stages, I would say, because the first devices are just now on the market. Is a platform that has to become mature in the future. We choose at MHP, and so we have to exploit this technology because it's there, and we have a legacy, and so we have to manage that. But in the future, probably we have to find a way to migrate towards something more more accepted and from the market, because we are the only European country that is based on MHP, and this is a little scaring us because we have to. But we have opened, and we have following what is happening in terms of technology evolution. For instance, HTML5 could be the real big next thing that could be integrated in the TV set. Maybe could be that in a time frame of 3 to 4 to 5 years, the Italian platform could become something that also implement an HTML5 together with maybe Java on the same platform. This is what we are looking for also for the future development of the platform.
Thank you. May I have another question?
엄마? 하나 더 하시려고요?
해도 되나요?
아니 조금 이따 여기 하시고.
Very simple question. What percentage of broadcasters is joined TV1 platform?
Yeah, the major broadcasters are already joined. Are the public service broadcaster is RAI, Mediaset as a commercial broadcaster, and Telecom Italia Media, that is the branch of Telecom Italia that is involved in the TV broadcasting business. Yeah, they are joined together to exploit this feature, this opportunity, because it's very easy and for income for people like Netflix or Amazon or other to come and to offer their services. I think this kind of solution, this kind of proposition is something, is a sort of preemptive strike in order to fulfill a need from the Italian broadcaster. If we manage to offer an interesting video on demand and catch-up TV services from all the major broadcasters, you can probably trying to raise a barrier against possible competitors. That's the idea.
예, 저 질문은 나중에 끝나고 난 다음에 저 다른 장소에서 또 별도 장소를 마련해 드리니까 더 디테일한 질문을 하셔도 되고요. 아까 전 하나 더 질문하시고. 예.
요금하고 매출액 좀 물어보겠습니다. 그 7일간 무료라고 하셨고요. 7일이 지나고 나면 요금을 어떻게 받는지 좀 알고 싶고요. 또 하나는 현재까지 가입자하고 그 매출이 얼마나 되는지 좀 알고 싶습니다.
Yeah, the service TV is not involved in this in delivery or in choosing the price for the service. TV is in charge of offer the platform to the broadcasters, of course. But it will be up to the broadcaster to decide which kind of business model to put in place on TV1. For instance, RAI probably is going to offer the service for free, based maybe on advertising, or based on the fact that each one in my country is paying a fee for receiving the public service broadcasting. Other company like Telecom Italia or Mediaset could think to offer a pay TV service or a mixture of them, maybe exploiting the ad-based business model, and for instance, for the catch-up TV service, and for the video on demand, you can ask for a fee, a monthly fee or weekly fee. It depends. It's up to the broadcaster to decide which kind of business model to put in place.
자, 저기 시간이 이제 뒤에 해야 되니까요. Thank you for your presentation, Mr. Petade.
Thank you to you. Thank you.